All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's have some fun today. We're going to talk about corporation and divisions and you. That's what we need to do. There goes that rhyming thing I do all the time. Now, let's understand something. Everybody wants the American dream. What does that really mean? Is that live on the hill, drive the car of your dreams? They sue you, they get diddly squat. Some cases, yes, but the reality is most people, they actually kind of didn't get past go. In other words, they got stuck. In the beginning, no pictures or recording, because I want you to put it here. It's more of a mindset than anything. Next thing from here, what are we going to do? Get out your cell phone, put it to the side of you, ready to go, because I will say where to take a picture, please. Next thing is on that tablet and pen, please write down today's date. I'm a person that reaches my goals every time. I don't stop till I do. Kind of like me in 1981, highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. That's simple. They say white man can't jump. Not true. Now, I like goodies. You like goodies? I'm talking about Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and mansions. And don't forget the yachts. So I like all these things. Would you like some? Let me know because I'll teach you how to play the game to win. Oh, by the way, I'm the guy that wrote Winning the Game of Business about 40 years ago. You know what we did on that? It's called Repackage in America because I want to repackage you. Ultimate goal is pretty simple. Page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow free up your time. That's what I was all about then and now. Now, understand, this was decades ago, and we get to learn how to play the game to win. Now, I want to talk to you about Mrs. Walker. See, we all have a story to tell. We all went through all kinds of things in which you hired other people, motivation and blah, blah, blah. And you got all these people on TikTok, YouTube, and basically Google going la, 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 blah, blah, blah. Well, the reality is it's confusing as can be. Mrs. Walker decided to spend up to $100,000, hawk her house, her car, and all her credit cards to get to the American dream. She just wanted to know how to do it. So she hired every expert out there. And what did she get? Diddly squat. See, the reality is even Tony Baloney was out there motivating. And then he's talking about marriage. Now he's talking about health. What did he go to law, school for, be a medical doctor or something? I don't know. All I know is one thing. She wasted $100,000 and almost went bankrupt. So let's understand about Mrs. Walker's story. See if you can relate to it too. How many of you have gone to an event about motivation or something? How much money have you spent? All right, are you further than you were before? Are you older, slower, not as pretty as you used to be? See, that's the ultimate goal to understand. You spend a lot of money to do what? Now, I'm going to talk about Bill and Susie for a moment because I think you can relate to their story. They got fired. They were fired. So let's understand something. Okay. What happens with all of us, and I just have to be blunt and direct. Is that okay with you? We all have an oh shit day, week, month, or year. See, what happens when you get laid off or fired from your job? It's pretty simple. You're going to basically run out of money within 8 months. In 8 months, you can't pay the house, can't pay the car. What about food for the kids? So this time is going by, by, by. So what happens with most of you, sorry to say, but it's true, you took your credit, you jacked it up, got stuck, couldn't get any more. You backed yourself and family in a corner. You hawked your house, kind of silly and dumb. Reality is very simple. You didn't learn the rules and tools. You should have learned a long time ago while I was training Ken Yarborough at TOW and Experian. See, every credit card needs a sticky. The back of the card needs to be 25%, 29% at the most. You see, when you get that 10,000 credit card in the mail, if you did, you're all excited. Hey, honey, let's go shopping. Let's go to dinner. A $10,000 credit card is only worth $2,900, by the way. When you take it past 29%, you drop your score, got stuck, couldn't get any more. Then you wanted to increase your limits. You're having that old shit day, week, month, or year. Now, what did we do? First of all, I increased all their credit. I looked at every card they had, I increased them all. Then I analyzed them. See, you understand something. One of the biggest problem you have, all these people you're listening to, they're not telling you the rules and tools in the foundation. An analyzation sheet looks like this. This is very simple. What does it do? It shows you this client started at a 639 and they're basically right now at a 728. So we have to analyze and be able to tell you what to do. All right, step by step. That's what my system does since I designed it in 1987, by the way. The next thing we have to do is understand how to play the game. See, the consumer, you need $100,000 of credit personally. You're going to think that's crazy. No, I think it's crazy you don't have it. When you use 29% rule and tool, guess what? That leaves you 71,000 of safety credit in case you keep on that shit day, month, week, or year, you get past go. See, what happens is you basically didn't plan it. You didn't plan the problem, and it kicked your ass. That's what it did. Next thing we have to understand is to cut out everything we don't need and look through the list of their bills, and get rid of the waste. See, the average person wastes $50 every other day. That's $700 a month, by the way. Next, we have to set up a corporation. Now, you probably have one. That's good for you. You're 45 to 75 years old. You got a corporation. And what have you been doing? Not a darn thing. Understand a corporation, if it's sued, they sue you. And it doesn't matter what type you have in the beginning. What matters the most is you're trying to build a foundation. Next, we're going to talk about those division process that I invented in 1985, 86. You see, what happens on a credit card, if I get you one, I'm allowed to get your divisions if you set up my way, because I created it, for one card getting 99 more. How many would you like? In other words, we can take one credit card and we can daisy chain it into $1 million of credit with 9 divisions. 9 more divisions because we're going to do what? Buy a storage unit, a laundromat, a car wash, an apartment complex. So again, 9 divisions for credit. 9 divisions have an asset called auto income. Next thing you have to understand is building that 100,000 of personal credit and then the business credit as well. See, I want to take the 100,000 of business and turn it to $1 million. And I want you to have safety credit, not scrape your credit again. Next thing we got to think about is in the investment. Here's the problem with Bill. Bill's a nice guy, but he's kind of I won't say arrogant, but he knows everything. I'm just going to get into a job. Well, if he doesn't get a job, what happens? See, what happens is very simple. With people, we run out of time. That's why we get shitty credit all the time. So we wanted to, and I lined him up to buy a storage unit. So this whole facility, I wanted to buy the whole facility. And that's what we did. So what happens is they partnered with me. That means me and them partnered together, and we each get $17,350,000 a month to the corporation's division. Is that okay? See, your income or the corporate income designs your income in your lifestyle. So you have to decide not to be a duck and a sheep. So you don't sit there basically going whack, quack, quack, quack. So understand, you might want to hire yourself before you find yourself bringing the pain home. Next, we have to think about what we're trying to accomplish. Every goal you ever had. The mindset. For me, if I can touch it, I could kick it. That's how it worked. I touched and kicked the door jam at 10. Then the basketball hoop when I was 14 at Tewick Junior High, and the Register newspaper took a picture and said, "White boys can jump." You think they would have got it by then, but they did not too. They see every day I hear some ding dong say, "White man can't jump." Reality is, I want you to write down, see it, believe it, go get it. We need to see it. We need to believe it. We need to go get it. Now, understand, think today. It's very simple. It takes literally 38 steps to reach a goal. So if you write down your goal, I'll show you the steps it takes to go reach it. There's 38 of those. Next, you got to hear things 8 times. If you're going to be an expert in anything, you have to hear it 8 times. So that means you get stuck with me for a while. Got it so far? When you apply knowledge, you want to ask questions. And that's what I'm all about, because usually I'm online 6 days a week. So the bottom line for me is auto income. See, this is just me, and I'm going back when I was 17 and a half. I bought a bunch of payphones. All right, they said they make about an average of $300 a month. Okay. Then I went back to these events all the time, and people kept complaining they only made $300 that month or so. See, they didn't realize it was a numbers game. And I ended up buying a lot of payphone routes and had 22,000 of these, doing about 6.6 million a month. See, it's a numbers game, by the way. So auto income is what I did. From there, I had 19 houses, and they told me I couldn't get number 20. And that made no sense to me. So I transferred my properties into my divisions because they kept saying loan to value problem. I would like you to focus today on one thing. Auto income up to 10,000, 100,000 a month. That should be your focus right now. Now, Ray's Way of Life, this is just me. My next series was called Winning the Game of Business. The first one, second was the Millionaire's Founders Kit. I designed these 12 books for one book for every month and master the rules and tools. It's called The Blueprint for Success, and that was one of my TV shows back then too. So if you ever want a copy of that, let us know. That is a full blueprint to build a structure up to $1 million of corporation's credit. From there, I want you to learn to be a puppet master. That's right, puppet master. Let's understand. Shaq is a puppet master as far as I'm concerned. See, he owns Popeyes, chicken, our big, five guys and pretzels and Krispy Kreme. So here's a guy that basically made all kinds of money, but now he's a puppet master in all these restaurants too, because he doesn't run them. Next, we got Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett has 100 plus companies, and he calls it his favorite 10: ketchup, Geico, Coca-Cola, American Express, Duracell, Dairy Queen, See's Candy, Bridge, Jewelers, and Fruit of the Loom. So these are puppet masters, and what I want you to think in your own mind is, why don't you own that Wendy's down the street where you live, the car wash, the laundromat, the apartment complex? I don't understand. Mr. Buffett says everyone should pay more tax, but he pays less tax than anybody. So what do? Carl's a puppet master. Disney's a puppet master. We look at what they're allowed to do. See, there's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. We watched the richest guy on the planet borrow 44 billion to buy Twitter, and X marks the spot. That's a puppet master, by the way. He's got a spaceship. So does the other guy. So does the other guy. You see, you should learn how to be a puppet master and get auto income, because that's the ultimate goal to get the American dream. You can join the club, you can win the battle if you want to. From there, it's like Apple was in a bankruptcy in 97. Oh, what? Oh, shit, they're out of business. Well, luckily, because Bill Gates got indicted 4 times, he said he needed competition. So he gave them a line of credit that he had for $150 million doing nothing. See, borrow money is not taxable. Then Apple's now worth trillions and trillions of dollars. But again, what do? Apple's been indicted as well. So is Google. So understand, like me, you see 2 buildings and 2 cars. I see 1,013 divisions, separating liability. Next, we got to think about next to get your cell phone ready to go. Ray Reynolds auto income. Let's pretend you're going to turn these up and do exactly what I tell you to do. I'm going to build you $100,000 of credit to the corporation. Then we're going to daisy chain it, all right, and get one of those cards for every division. If I take one card times 9 and the parent company, is that not $1 million? See, there's only 10 cards I like in the first place that could actually in 36 months be $10 million of credit if you learn how to play. If you named your corporation after you, I'm going to call it stupid, because when they sue you. If you name it what it does, that's all you can do. You backed yourself in a corner once again. So if we do it my way, every division is a bucket of money. So what do? All right, up to 10,000, 100,000 a month, then build it to $1 million a month. So now I'd like you to take that picture. I'd like you to take the picture, keep it in color, all right, print it, laminate, put it on your desk, because there's your goal, by the way. And if you'd like, I'll do it for you with you. I have no excuses, but it will take $100,000 to play with me, because we got to put $25,000 to $50,000 in the escrow. We're not going to steal it from the family. We're going to take it from the corporate credit, because it's all a damn write-off and it's free money. So if you let me rebuild you, you'll be able to finance your American dream, write it off too. But it's up to you. We've allocated $10 million so far to help our clients do it again and again and again, which I've been doing since 1987. So let's understand the investment group that I have, and what I work with you is I'm the basically expert in auto income. First of all, what we look at is you do everything. 30% of my clients want to do all the work, so we let them. I coach them and teach them how, no problem. And that's what they get to do. 70% come back and say, we do it together. You elect me as a CFO, Chief Financial Officer, or attorney. In fact, means I have power of attorney. I speak in your behalf to your banker. Then from there, some clients say, we just do all the work. So I'd like you to write down, you do, we do, I do. That would be the ultimate goal. So the goal is to get the keys of something and get a piece of something coming in automatically, ran by third party. That's what I'm going to design for you. So here's your checklist. Please take a copy. Click, 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 please, with your cell phone. Corporation, 18 divisions, personal business credit, 100,000 each. Blueprint call with me, up to 1 hour. Current coaching programs, and I'm one of your CFOs. And then in escrow, you get up to about $3,000 to $4,000 or $5,000 on a monthly base. And after we build a reserve, it goes up to about $10,000 a month. See, that's what I designed since 1987 for people like you getting auto income. So let's understand something, what happened in 84. In 1984, Between the Shakey's pizzas, 31 flavors, and the donut stores and shopping centers, I'd have to pay 100,000 a month for the franchise tax fee in California. I asked if I could create an entity or form under the corporation and waive that fee. Well, I created it and they approved it. So that's what we get to do. Your corporation's division will be 4A. My corporation will be 4. If we need another person, they could be 4B, C, or D. See, what happens is based on how much the project takes as a down payment. Would you like 25 to 75%? Would you like to get the American dream and partner with me and have some fun, which I've done since 1987 with people like you? But again, it's going to be up to you to follow through. You got to do your part. From there, I'd like you to understand if you get coaching with me, we got 6 weeks. We got basically a mini coaching. We have 3 months, 6 months, or a year. A year is about $30,000. If you partner with me, that's when you get your biggest discount. That means you get a phone call with me every other week, and you're going to get into the next summit and boot camp. All right. What happens is very simple. You're getting calls. I'm coaching you for 1 year, and you're going to go to the summit with me as well. And I'm charging you $9,999. And that's the goal. If you were at the last summit and paid for it, I'm going to charge you $1,000 to go to the next one in person or online. See, I want to rebuild you, and I'm short of having people right now. I need 4 more people to put into an escrow. Would you like to help me? Would you like me to help you? Take a picture right now, please, of Zelle, ray@raisecredit.com. I call it Zelle now. See, they basically 6 banks bought Zelle on July 6, 2022. So let's understand something. If you need to call the office right away, it's 800-254-9506. Don't be surprised they charge a little fee, about 5%, because the bank charges that to us too. So from there, we have the ability to play the game as we like everything that we do. So do yourself a favor, do me a favor, please. If you like me, hear what you want to say, click the like button below. And if you don't like me, leave it alone. See, not everybody likes me and everybody likes you. That's how it works every day. Now, me, rags to riches. I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. So it doesn't matter if you're 45 to 75 years old or whatever age you are. See, all these people started their business in their 50s and above. The problem is getting the money. And what you've been doing your whole life, you've been kind of doing it wrong. And you fell down a couple of times, you got to get up again and again. Not winning the lottery, getting a raise, but are you ready to become a CFO, a chief financial officer? From there, I like to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. That's simple. I want to rebuild you my way for a while. I think your way sucks, to be honest with you. But the reality is simple. Let's look at Linda and her husband, Dwayne. From there, 770 score took 142 days. American Express Gold and Platinums, I want to get those for one reason, is because they don't fluctuate. In other words, they don't go up and down like you've been doing to your credit with you. You see, every time you jack up a card, you get stuck, you can't get any more, and that's kind of silly and dumb. These cards don't fluctuate at all. They're unlimited up to $1 million. So what do we get to do? Pretty simple. All right, I got him 100,500, no problem. 185 days to do that. Then we look at the next thing, 450,000 of business credit. It took up to a year to do that too. See, it takes time to rebuild anybody. See, I don't have a magic wand. Mine's not only bent, but it's broken. All right, the reality is I'm just going to tell you the truth. I got their gold and platinum card, exercised that to use my bank account as a reference for them because we were partners in businesses all the time. See, Linda's been a client of mine since 1986. The blueprint loan's 240,000. The ultimate goal is it took 200,000 for the Hyatt Hotel in Texas to be purchased and converted to military retirement. Again, they did it all themselves. They didn't want to partner with anybody in this one. Okay, so that's a monthly income, $187,000, and they did 3 more divisions for other businesses too. And now what they have is a total income, literally at 344,000 a month, about 6.4 million a year. And I think they'll do about 10 or 15 million plus this year plus. And what do? 1 year, 210 days. The ultimate goal, creating money into millions and billions. That's the ultimate goal. Now, Linda started with me in 86, and all she did is spend $1,999. You see, the same thing you could do. If you spend 5,000 on one of these cards today, the payment's $50 a month, but the average person kind of wastes, and I would say, sorry to say, piss away. So in other words, you can finance the dream and you can actually spend more money to get more products and more coaching from me as I build you credit. All right. If you want to listen and watch their testimony, it's pretty simple. Take your cell phone right now and basically take a picture. Watch it later today. Linda will tell you I made her a multimillionaire 5 times so far. The ultimate goal, and she'll tell you from there her next project turned into 27 million because it's the vision process. So let's understand 2025. The year to run, not look back and say to yourself every step of the way, I will accomplish my goals with no hesitation. Chapter 18 is what you have to focus on now. It's very simple. I was a little boy learning this because I heard it at a poker game. Mrs. Hope had a poker game every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. I listened to that and they said a corporation's a legal person. By the way, I was 7.5 years old. I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. Library next door, man, what does this mean? I wouldn't know what it meant. She walked away. She was rude. Came back. Here's a mock of his. Here's a book. I read the book. I went back to that library for almost 2 years, almost every day. I didn't pay attention where it says may sue or be sued, and probably neither did you. See, if your corporation is sued, they sue you because you don't know what you're doing today. You didn't learn diddly squat. Sorry to say, but it's probably true. Now, not required to file fictitious business name. That bothered me when I was 9.5 after I set up Helping Hand Industries, cost me $10. The next thing is I got named to the movie Dave. At 12.5, I started the Orange County Blind Center. I got named in a lawsuit for that too, using the word Braille. The goal should be never to bring the pain home. The biggest lie you have with you, and probably your CPA attorney and your corporate service tells you every day, is a corporation protects you. It does not. The moment you sign for a car, sign for a building lease, or a credit card, you pierce your own veil. When they sue that corporation, they sue you. So let's understand and solve this problem and the solution. Basically, in 87, Ken Yarbrough and I wrote a book called File Segregation. I didn't like it. At the end, I realized he was trying to lie. Now, he is CID, bodyguard for President Nixon, all kinds of things. But he says, Ray, your divisions take 3 to 6 months. Well, if I can file something, publish something, and the IRS hands me a legitimate tax ID, I said, I don't care. It takes up to a year. See, a division can replace you. A division can sign on behalf of you, and you don't have to be a duck and a sheep. So let's understand today. I'd like you to draw that 8 times. So this is maybe your first time today. Draw it now, please. See, that's a corporation owning a corporation. Like your banks doing branch numbers and file bankruptcy and branch numbers, grocery stores, locations, and cities. Then I'd like you to draw the other side over here. And I understand you could add 3 divisions of you. You never had to bring the pain home in the first place. You didn't learn how to play, and you've been following like a lot of ding dongs anyway. It's my opinion. Let's learn to play. Bank of America has bankrupt thousands of locations. Chase, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo. How about Walmart and Sam's Club? How about Cities? How about Geico? You see, this is happening in front of you, and I don't think you took the chance to even learn through rules and tools and see how they play the game to win. So the first thing for you is to stop bringing the pain home. Then to be a certified CFO, Chief Financial Officer, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. That's the next thing to learn. As we play this game, always look beyond that curtain because we're going to have to do that too. So let's understand today we have the ability to repackage ourselves and within 3 to 6 months go up and away and get the American dream. Remember, always see it, believe it, go get it. Because that's all it takes for you to do that. And I'll hold your hand every step of the way. Now, I'd like to make your list for you. Here's the problem. Okay. You have a goal list. Maybe it's in your phone or here. I'd like to make your goal list for you. This means I'm going to write the list and you're going to do exactly what I tell you to do. And we're going to get on the phone every other week. Daily list, weekly list, project list. And if you allow me to write the list, I'll guarantee you to get you to millionaire status if you do what you're told to do. Simple. Here's July 4th, 2009. I got 3 yachts in the backyard. I got a group of people want to go on a firework trip. All right, July 4th, no problem. 72 people, no problem for all. Everything I touched since I was 4 turns to gold anyway. So we took the middle yacht out and had some fun. Then I realized that the next day I can, it's terrible. Every time I see my picture, see, I'm dead there. I died at 5:41 on July 5th in a coma. Someone had a virus. Google the address, you'll find out I'm telling you the truth. From there, I'm listening in the coma. All right. And then what are they doing? My wife's calling the office saying he's in a coma. They say he's going to die. Ron goes to steal my books and CDs. And Tom sells my websites and phone numbers to a porn site. Then on top of that, my tax attorney comes to trick my wife to sign a POA. And then there's asked my wife if I was a donor. So I had an oh shit day, by the way. But I got a chance to stay in peace or go back. I said go back right away. Understand. I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. A lot of shitty people. I've been shot. I've also been knifed. And I'm still here trying to help people like you. The ultimate goal is all we're trying to do is rebuild, all right, and repackage everybody I can. So keep that in mind today. All right. I'm going to always say always good. That's just my way. It's my signature too. When I was a little kid, I wouldn't give them this time of day because they wanted to know how bad I was doing. They're just curious. Now they're just being nosy. So nowadays, you'll always hear if you ask me how I'm doing, my answer is very simple. It's always good. Thank you, Jesus. And that's how it works for me. As we play this game, keep in mind years and years ago, you were told to get an SSN, which is an SS5 form. You didn't pay attention to that form. So the reality is, let's show you what you missed out that time too. Social Security number ties into the 1040 tax return. You get one, it's called We the People. Supreme Court says corporation's a legal person, but here you're told to get an SSN. It's not even yours. The back of the card says do not laminate, do use for ID purposes, and don't carry with you. I'd like you to compare the SS5 to the SS4. Line one in front of you, like it says, is legal name of entity, individual person. See that chapter 18, I actually connected the dots where it said the word entity. Now, if you don't file your tax returns, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. He went for prison for 3 years and cost him $18 million. In other words, if you have a corporation, LLC, or C, it's going to be converted to an S because I said so. You're going to file a single filing tax return. You probably won't pay any tax up to 3 to 5 million anyway. And now you can play the game to win. We're going to plan the problem, by the way. Next, we're going to think about what you did when you sit down at your kitchen table with your friends and family. Honey, we're going to start a business. Oh, goody for you. We're going to jack up the cards, get stuck, can't get any more, back herself in a corner and hawk her house and be silly and stupid too. Well, that's what most of you did. It's silly. See, every one of you should have learned rules and tools a long time ago. The goal is not to bring the pain home. Never bring the pain home. So as we play, you got a collection account? There's 5 ways to kill the debt. You got an IRS problem? Simple. IRS.gov 656 433 A and B. Get yourself back in the system where you belong. Next, as we play this game, keep in mind, what are we going to do? Please write down 25-29% rule. Not only did I invent this, I created it. It's what I taught Yarborough. Every card needs a sticky. You see, if you keep it at 25 to 29%, your score can stay at 750 and above. The moment you drop the score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. And 100,000 of credit is what you need. So that way you use 29% only, and you have 71,000 of safety in case you have an old shit day, week, month, or year, because that's all it usually lasts. Remember, there's a problem. All right. You run out of time, usually in about 8 months or less. So I'd like to help you and do all the work with you for you, 750 score and more. Next, I want you to remember that TRW, Thomas Raymond Warridge, made bicycle parts in El Segundo, California, and became a Experian in 96, and I called it the reports wrong. When I created the first one of these, it was good, fair, or hell no. See, every one of you never had to go below 750 in your whole life. Problem is you had an emergency and you jacked up the wrong damn card. We're going to learn Ray's rules and tools. Can you write it down, please? And if you like what you hear today, please click the link below. All right, so guess what we get to do? Understand every credit card fluctuates but two. So we have to max out the right cards so they don't fluctuate at all. And by the way, they're unlimited. Unlimited cards no matter what. That's how you maintain 750 score, get more. So help me, help you, and help other people. There's a referral program. There's an affiliate program. You can make money or store credit every day. So what do? Take a picture of this, please. See, coming out of that coma, realized a house was stolen. My wife and kids are in the car. We're homeless. So guess what I did? I went to Best Buy, got an instant account because I knew how to turn supply credit into cash. I was given on the supply credit $51,000 of credit. So again, you can always balance your debt again and again. So that 750 is kind of waiting for you. What do we get to do? Analyze your credit right away. All right, from there we do a rapid rescore and rapid refresh because we want the score to go up, up, and away. As we do this, I'd like you to introduce you to analytical750.com. Here's a company that's going to go nationwide, 24-hour call center and help people analyze their credit and tell them exactly what they need to do. There are 10 steps for you to follow through. So please take a picture of that now. So that way you can get to your 750 score and I can help you too. From there, what are they going to do? I want them to fire Credit Karma. Credit Karma to me is no fun ever to help you. And their scores are always wrong anyway. They just want you to clickety clack. 750 analytical750.com. So what are we going to do? They're charging you $25 to basically set up the dashboard so you can monitor your score every day and every week and every month you want to do that. From there, what are they going to do next? They're going to call you in 46 days and tell you what you need to do about your credit. And then they're going to analyze you the first time for free. So the ultimate goal, you'll understand exactly what you need to do. So the faster you sell that $25 today and put your phone number in the message, guess what they get to do? Onboard you right away. Their next phase is Dun& Bradstreet, setup and analyzation. And then the credit reports that I set up for you, Experian, Trendio, and Equifax, they're going to analyze those too. Full analyzation help everybody from business and personal. Federal Trade Commission says credit repair is a fraud. They're not allowed to collect money up front. You have in the Credit Repair Organization Act too. Why don't you do yourself a favor and basically Google Section 611 today? Let me analyze your credit report today. Let me basically tell you what you need to do. And every Friday at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time, I tell you exactly what you to do from me to you. And you can watch it on Saturday too. You see, you're stuck with me. We're going to have some fun. The Ray Reynolds University was set up for one reason: to help people. Got up to $1 million a day. It was only 22,000 square foot building, Enterprise Spectrum, one technology drive. If you ever need a copy of the Millionaires Founders Kit, that's that 12 books and CDs. The office sells it now for $1,000. If you did it while I'm online, it's a half price because I don't get a paycheck or a commission. It'd be $4.99. And then I'd tell you to Zelle, and put basically your information on the message ready to be shipped out to you. And that's all you got to do. If you want to call the office, it's 800-254-9506. So as we play this game, understand something today. Getting you past go because I think you're stuck. We'll show you some Lamborghinis, the Duffy Mansion. All right, how basically white men do jumps to, but people say we don't. More Lamborghinis, ultimate go race boats, helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris. Just a couple things I obtained trying to help you. So guess what we get to do? Raise rules. So we're going to say, see it, believe it, go get it one more time, because that's all we need to do. So I got classes on Friday and Saturday too. If you want to play, just let me know because I'll help every one of you. If you like the, all right, if you like what you hear today, click the link below. Get to know me because I'll get to know you and show you how to get your goodies too. I like goodies, don't you? The ability to play the game and win every step of the way. I have this 3-day summit coming up, so understand something very simple to do. If you were at the last one, listen carefully today, only during this broadcast. If you're at the last summit and you pay basically for the summit, I need you to hear it again and again 8 times. So today it's $1,000 if you Zelle, if you're at the previous summit and you paid for it. If not, the reality is you get a little discount today. It is May 30th, 31st, and June 1st. This means you're going to want to partner with me and get ready to get into an escrow. I'd like to get you an escrow in July. Is that okay with you? With one of your divisions. This is a 3-day, all right, learning how to become a puppet master. So here we're going to learn all the goodies we need to learn in every step of the way. Now, if you're here the first time, we're going to charge you $5,000, but I'm going to hand you $100,000 of credit. $100,000, use these 9 by itself. One of those would be free. That's the ultimate goal for you. If you don't want the credit and you just want to go online and listen for 3 days, it's $19.99. And that's online only. From there, there's that Zelle, simple to do. And there's that phone number once again for the office, 800-254-9506. Keep in mind, they will charge you a 5% fee because that's what the bank charges us to run a card. As we play, please write down today's date. Every day we should be accomplishing our goal, getting closer to it every step of the way. The blueprint call is important to me. So here's our problem. I don't know you yet, unless you're a client. I want to get to know you. I want to know about your past, present, or future. I want to know if you have a bankruptcy or tax lien. I want to know basically how would it protect you, blueprint you, and do you ever screw American Express or Chase? Then I need to know if you have a corporation and a family, division process. If we have basically irrevocable trust, not only are we going to plan to live, we're going to plan to die. From there, the car is a division, house is a trust. We're going to focus on auto income and cash flow for your time. A blueprint call with me, with your partner of life, is up to 1 hour. We do charge $1,999 for that call. All right. If you did it through me now, today, you get a 50% discount of $999. And there's that Zelle, simple thing to do. As we play the game, call the office right away. All right. So let's understand the United States of America. The United States of America Incorporated has 50 corps, 50 states, and cities of corps too. You know what the United States of America did? They created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy in case they have an old shit day, week, month, or year themselves. They get to bankrupt the debt and stay in business in front of you. 11 cities have filed bankruptcy so far. So understand, we the people. Corporations, a legal person, Supreme Court says so. Please stop bringing the pain home. Now, this guy is pathetic. It's ridiculous. We know he's a liar. I lost my job. Okay, that might be true. Then go drive Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash. Have a garage sale. You're wearing your jammies. Okay, this is ridiculous. The kids need to eat, so go to the church for the food. Yeah, I came out of a coma, homeless. My wife and kids in the car. They stole everything. So what am I going to do when I died at 541? I get to come back. I took my 3 divisions of me, which I had planned a problem. I'm planning the problem in 5 closet divisions. Not only did I build $1 million of credit in 6 weeks, here's 10 million. I bought my wife her next dream house. There's no reason anybody stays down ever. But again, it's going to be up to you. The ability to play the game to win. A division to buy a car with $1 million, there's a division, signed by division. Lease is a division. Every property is a division, separate liability. And the S is for is designed to receive money and pay tax when you're profitable. Every card can become another card, because keep in mind the word daisy chaining of credit. So let's go get 99 more. But it's going to be up to you if you allow me to do it with you or for you as we play the game to win. The ultimate goal is to play the game to win. So if you like a bunch of goodies, let me add you to my credit system that I set up in 1987. By the way, there's no other one like it but this one. See, I get to add you to a card. Authorized user or separate billing. I always pick separate billing, by the way, since you get your own account. So let's understand, do you want to be a millionaire? The answer should be no. Do you want to be a millionaire corporation? The answer should be yes, every step of the way. What do we do now? Well, let's say you want a 750 score. That's all you want from me. Well, let's basically get you credit cards 5 to 10,000. Let's analyze you. Let's basically do a rapid refresh. Let's go through the dispute process to verify everything you have for 9 months for free. The office sells this for $14.99. Since you're here today with me, you're allowed to go to class Friday or Saturday or both. We're going to discount that by $500. It makes it $999. Ultimate goal, so you can basically never bring the pain home again. As we play this game, you're getting to CFO level, CFO readiness, and that's what your goal should be. So I understand you have a corporation, or goodie for you. We're going to go through that process too and build you up and away and rebuild that and give you $25,000 in credit today. What do? We charge you $2,500, 10 times your investment back to you. We analyze, add history, pop credit. And the goal today is give you $500 discount on that. And now you're in level one in setup with me. So you get to save that and you get 25,000 of credit, more than 10 times your investment, by the way. There's that Zelle. There's the office phone number. If I was you, I'd call it right away. The ultimate goal. The goal is to repackage every one of you, just like Humpty Dumpty. So understand, like American Express here, offer me 99 more cards. Isn't that nuts? 99 more cards off one card. If we take corporate credit, which is borrow money, not taxable, and we're going to do it my way, what are we going to do? Borrow money, not taxable. We're going to buy the lifetime income. The lifetime income, by the way, is real estate and franchise. Real estate and franchise every step of the way. What are we going to do? Manageable debt to offset taxes. 100,000 of personal, auto income, corporate credit up to $1 million. And I'm going to teach you how to leverage money every step of the way. The reference of 3 times 5. What are we going to do? You need 100,000 credit today? Okay. Well, we're going to usually charge you 10%. What happens next is they have a discount at the office. All right, but my discount online is half price. That's right, 100,000 I'll bill for you or your corporation for 4,999. Ultimate goal, that's a 50% discount. If you wanted $200,000 today, that's 100,000 for you and your corporation, by the way. The extra discount from me is $6,999. The ultimate goal is we're going to build it up and away, so that way you can get everything you want to, and you're stuck with me every class and every way we do this. From there, if you want 50,000 of credit to you or the corporation, the discount is $39.99. If you want 25,000 of credit, the discount is $19.99. That's what Linda did to get to where she's at today. And then from there, it's a Zelle, by the way. Keep in mind, if you like what you hear today, click the link below, get to know me, because I want to get to know you. Ultimate goal. From there, I want you to write down credit, loan, and money. This is what helped me create cash flow for you for time. Credit, loan, and money. The ultimate goal. A corporation should not do business, by the way. It should manage a franchise is a division, an apartment complex division, a line of defense. See, we all have old shit day, months, weeks, and years, so we don't let the corporation be a duck or a sheep, because if they sue that, they'd sue you. Financial freedom. Let's get you up to 10,000, 100,000 a month. From there, there's that corporation. Again, it's a legal what? Person. It says right in front of you. The ultimate goal, the S is for, it says on line 1, entity. Entity or individual person. Banks and grocery stores in cities bankroll locations because they have separate tax IDs. You're allowed to do the same thing for you for 3. So understand banking and purposes, banking and credit purposes, and that way you have the ability to achieve the American dream. A corporation should only do 4 things, by the way. That means it's going to buffer tax. There's no tax due till you're profitable. Corporate credit, it's all the write-off and straight credit card. Why not? Kind of like free money. And then the car's fleet price, and the buffet at the hotel is free. I like the free buffet, don't you? Then your corporation's going to have division process. By the way, the class this weekend for specialty at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is about divisions and subdivisions. You don't want to miss that at all. From here, line of defense. Cheap, multiple functions, but wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and separate liability for real estate. Division process, my creation in 8586, it gives you a line of defense. Debt follows tax ID, and tax ID builds credit reports. So we don't make sure you're a duck or a sheep anymore. Do you want to be a millionaire? Please say no. Would you like to be a millionaire corporation? Please say yes. Corporation and division process. That's how we get to $1 million of credit, and we get 10 assets separately under the divisions. We get the American dream. Now, what I set up in 87 is very simple. I get to add history to you, which allows me to set up an Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax business reports. After we daisy chain credit, then I'll get the tax ID for you too. So the division process. So today, each division's $1,000, added history and tax ID. Here's 3 with or without credit. Here's 9 with or without credit. Here's 12. Very simple. So do yourself a favor, take a picture of that right away, because you're going to want to call the office after I'm done talking to you. Now, what happens today I'm going to change those numbers and double them for the same price. Your 3 became 6, your 9's 18, and your 12 is 24. If it's done right away. Once again, it's a zell, now. Ultimate goal. That's the game to play. As we do this, remember buckets of money. Every division should be a bucket of money. The Ray Reynolds University was set up to help people like you. Keep in mind, I have that 3-day summit. If you're at the previous one and you paid to be there online or in person, today only for $1,000, you get to go again. Ultimately, that's my gift to you. If not, you can basically go. It's May 30th, 31st, and June 1st. And what's going to happen is I want you ready for July and go into an escrow with me. From here, what do? It's 3 days to become a puppet master. As we play this game, if you want $100,000 of credit, I'll give you that for $5,000. And now you get the summit for free. There you go. Ultimate goal. If all you want to do is watch it online, then it's $19.99 by itself. It is a Zell payment, by the way. So there's that phone number to the office, 800-254-9506. Remember, I want to add you to my credit system. As I build you up and away, I want to get credit off my credit for you in separate billing. See, I like goodies. Don't you like goodies? See, I want you to think and reach the dream, think to be the impossible. I've done it most of my life, training people to be a CFO, corporations, and division process. The ability to play the game to win. Once again, I want you to become a puppet master. I believe Shaq is a puppet master. I believe Warren Buffett's a puppet master. Bill Gates, Elon Musk, all these puppet masters, they're doing what they're allowed to do. There's no loophole. We watch all of them do things in front of us. Why don't we join them and learn how to play the game and win the battle too? Ultimate goal is going to be up to you. So let's understand what Linda and Dwayne did. What did it take? 1 year and 210 days. All right. I think they're going to hit 15 to 20 million plus this year. Their one project they said is 27 million. Maybe we'll hit 50. But she did start in 1986 with 1999. And then use credit to build up away, and more too. The ultimate goal. So again, look at her story. She'll tell you I made her a millionaire 5 times so far. And her last project is 27 million because you did it by the division process. So keep in mind the blueprint call today. Every one of you want to get, and you want to make sure I'm sold out again and again. The office is $19.99. My price is half price of that. It is $9.99. You can save some money today if you did it right away. There's that basically what Zell payment to do. Now I'd like you to think about boring and steady. That's all I've done all my life is boring and steady. Drive around your city today. Let someone drive you around and you're the passenger. Pull down the visor and the mirror and ask yourself a question. Why don't you own these things? I'll bet you half, if not all of you, wasted 25 to 50,000, 100,000 in your life so far. You could have had a piece of a Wendy's restaurant storage unit. So let's get you past go. Let's play my way. Remember, I told you to take that picture today. That's your goal right in front of you. And that's called financial freedom. As we build you credit, you do, we do, I do. What are we going to do? Would you like 25 to 75% of a project we're working on today? All right, and what does that do for you? Done it since 1987. Let's get you a corporation worth over $1 million. Is that okay? What do we play? Mini coaching is me with a blueprint call. Call after that, 10,000 of credit and a rapid rescore. The office charges 4,000. Mine is 19.99. Because you're on a broadcast with me, you get a 50% discount. If you want a 6 weeks coaching program, 25,000 of credit, classes level 1, 2, 3 in specialty, and we build you up and away. You see 11,500. Today it is $3,999. I want to get you to partner with me right away. That's a Zell payment too. Keep in mind the ultimate goal. So let's say you went 3, 6, or 12 months goals of coaching. During that, we want a daisy chain credit. Now, this is totally different than partnering with me. This is me coaching you with your projects. So what happens is we're going to be on that phone every other day, and I'm going to help blueprint you and daisy chain your credit too. The ultimate goal. If you win a 3 months coaching program, all right, it is only $5,000. and you get $50,000 credit anyway. So is the credit or the coaching free? Ultimate Go 6 months is going to be $9,999, and I give you 100,000 of credit. Once again, all right, one of those becomes free as a bonus. A 12 months coaching is usually 30,000. Today it is discounted to 1999, so that's 20,000 to you and 200,000 in credit back to you as well. What do? 750 score, build you up and away, and become a CFO. Analyze your credit right away. If all we need is a 750, okay, we do that. Build credit 5 to 10,000, or you do a rapid rescore and dispute all your negatives for 9 months for free. Office is $14.99. You save $500 today because you're here with me. $9.99 to you. The ultimate goal, to never bring the pain home. Keep in mind getting ready to be a CFO. So if you have a corporation, let me build that for you with you and get you to 750 score. Let me charge you $24.99 to give you 25,000 of credit. Analyze, add history, and pop credit. The discount today is another 500 off that, so therefore it's $19.99. Now you're also in my level 1 in setup too. There's your Zell. Call the office at 800-254-9506. You see, the goal for me is to hold your hand and you and I to get to know each other. I get to know every client. I've analyzed over 50 million people so far. All right, simple. I'll help me, help you, and help other people. You have a referral program. You have an affiliate program too. Always look beyond that curtain every time. For me, I'm going to do my best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So the ultimate goal. So today, if you like what you hear today, all right, click the link below, subscribe to me and get to know me too, because I'll get to know you. I'm online 6 days a week, up to 6 days a week in classes to help every one of you. I've been in line or in person with people for 40 plus years. So if you want true help, 800-254-9506. Ultimate goal, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.